Well, have you ever driven past your dream home and wonder if it will ever go on sale? Well, what if you could have it now?
Yeah, I've driven past it, but just assumed I couldn't afford it.
Yeah, exactly.
All across America, realtors are now knocking on doors and making essentially cold calls to put customers into houses that weren't even up for sale. Jason Abramson had been searching for a home for a frustrating 3 months.
I looked at easily 30 properties and with different realtors, with different companies.
Then he found his dream home. The only problem is it wasn't for sale. His realtor changed that with a knock on the door.
I was very excited to find out that the seller was willing to sell me the unit after putting in the offer.
Realtor Joe Grunet says the combination of low inventory, high rents, and low interest rates, as well as a lack of development in the last 4 years, is forcing realtors to get creative.
Door knocking, making cold calls, sending out direct mails, sending personal letters to sellers. Are you open to selling if I have the right buyer?
And homeowners are responding. Cindy Holby hadn't wanted to hassle of putting her house on the market, and when her neighbor made an offer she couldn't refuse, she didn't have to deal with the typical drama of trying to sell your home.
And having to keep your house clean and having to, vacate it when somebody wants to see it, and just, living under that pressure is it's not fun.
Brendan DeSimone is a national real estate expert and columnist for Zillow.com. He says while you may end up paying a bit of a premium to convince the owner to sell, you won't end up stuck in a bidding war.
They can actually get in, under the radar of all the other buyers and scoop up a home without having to go through the competitive bidding process.
But he warns before you let a realtor through your front door, make sure he's legit and that he actually has an interested buyer.
Agents are out there desperate for real estate listings, and they will just send out blind letters to a whole bunch of people, trying to get someone who might be interested to actually give them the listing.
He suggests you ask questions and make sure the buyer is qualified before taking the next step. A simple bank letter can do that. Cindy says she never would have made the move if she hadn't been asked to.
Just keep your options open and see what they have to say. You can always say no.
As for Jason, he's glad his home's former owner said yes.
I was very excited, pretty much no strings attached. It was great.
Buying off market can also save on realtor fees if your approach to the owner and you try to get them to sell. So if you just go straight to
knock on the door.
But seriously, you want to stress the part where if somebody's knocking on your door saying they want to buy your house, be sure they're actually a realtor.
Yeah, or the fact that they say it's their dream home and they've been peeking in the windows. How do they know? However, depending on state laws, you may have to bring in a real estate attorney to draft the necessary documents before you can seal the deal officially.
So certainly some creepy aspects.
Yes.
To this.